The little petrol station, well, not petrol, but fuel station building. It just looks so interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like
no, I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
I'm trying to stick a look.
What?
Oh, and it just fell out.
Oh no!
It's not good.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Okay.
I'm not that sorry.
Cross.
Can you remember whether I refilled my boat?
You were thinking about doing it. I don't think you have.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
No, I was just as long as I'm careful about that. Have we talked about sludge on here?
Oh, sludge. Sludge. How did you pronounce it?
Sludge.
There is a...
No, he was Australian, wasn't he?
Yeah.
We were watching a trucking program set in New Zealand, and we were watching it mainly.
It was an Australian one, but this guy went to New Zealand to help out his brother or something.
Yeah. Well, the location was New Zealand. That's what I was trying to say.
Right.
And we were mainly watching it because we saw that it was in a few places that we'd actually been to on holidays in New Zealand. But it was an Australian gentleman, and his nickname was Sludge. And did he have a big mullet? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah.
And he seemed like quite an interesting chap. But he was transporting.
Why was he called Sludge?
Well, I don't know the full story, but there was a bit that made us wonder, and it was that he was transporting cows, I think. And one of the things he was talking about is it was really important that none of them fell over, because once they fell over, like, they can just get trampled. I'm sure there's many more nuances to that sort of piece of information, but of course they all sort of relieve themselves in the trailer, and there's sort of a plug, a bit like a bath plug, on the bottom of the trailer that they use to clean it out, because they obviously don't want it sort of just going all over the road constantly. So they Sludge was pulling the plug. I'm trying to word this in a fairly nice manner, because of course, our German friend might be watching, sitting down eating his lunch and watching, and I'm trying to avoid putting him off his meal. But there was unfortunately something blocking the drainage, the point of drainage of the matter, and
had an effluent disposal problem.
Yeah, and so Sludge had to become one with the sludge, I think is how I'm going to word it. And I had to reach his hand up there and try and unblock the sort of drainage hole. I think I did quite a good job of wording that and not making it too gross.
Sure.
He doesn't think that either. I'm driving off the side of the road.
Well, I've just got sort of...
What you got?
Problems. Well, not big problems, but I've got
Problemy
to be
problems.
very careful, because I'm trying to drive over the bridge. Well, sideways.
Okay.
I'm getting more and more stuck. And if I pull it too much, I'm going to lose all my logs.
Oh no.
Probably going to do that when so I'm going to reverse. I'm going to
So where are you?
I'm still on that bridge.
Oh, the one leading down to the first place where
I fell.
Oh, wow.
Whoops, and I'm now not even in. I keep on not getting it in.
That was your bit of wood that you put underneath
Only
the
half the wood.
gear stick.
Only half the wood, I must say. I'm now straddling the bridge.
Oh.
This bridge was never meant to be
Straddled.
And now one of the logs has fallen off. This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster.
Yeah, so that's one way of
Maybe
saying it.
I just get out of this beep problem.
Hey, I worked hard to get those logs up here. You don't leave them around. No, you can if you want. I'd rather you...
And no, I just have to load them back on again, that's all. It's just a bit of a...
Oh, I thought you were considering just dumping them,
No,
starting that little journey over.
no, but they're beginning to try and fall off.
Going through the horrible muddy spot. Going through the horrible muddy spot. There's nothing quite like it. Going through the horrible muddy spot.
Where's my... Right. Okay.
Left.
Advanced. In neutral.
Oh,
Push. Turn anchors.
balls.
Push anchors. Let's hit the crane. And let's see what we can do. Grab the keyboard. And up. And around. And grab my logs. Oh no, it's just too far away.
Oh dear.
No, I'll just. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is not professional at all. Totally unprofessional.
Yeah, I'm just churning up water and mud. You spent so much time not using the wheel since you got the wheel.
I only want to use
It'll be cool when we get to a new map and we can, you know, start doing watch points and stuff. And you don't have to worry about that.
It's alright, alright.
We should start a GoFundMe page. Buy Captain Prang a new graphics card. We promise he won't break it again.
Yes, that's fun.
Captain Prang. Breaking trucks, crashing trucks and graphics cards.
If you got it, Prang will crush it.
You name it, Prang can crush it. Okay, now we are attached. You name it, Prang's crushed it. Would you like an interesting bit of news? I can't see your trailer anymore, floating in the sky.
Okay, that's cool. I've given up the trailers, haven't I?
Oh, I'm well aware.
Okay, one's in. Yips. Bit of parallax there.
Were you able to unscrew it?
Yep. Nearly. Just. And go down.
Oh my.
Oh no! Try to go down and I'm resting on top the arm of the, the support.
Oh yeah.
do they call them? What's their names?
The arm of the support.
You know, the U-shaped thing that holds the logs in.
The
You wouldn't.
timber trestle.
You wouldn't. Yeah. Is that
I
right?
had already. Oh, I don't know. I just made it up.
You wouldn't believe it. Just when I go down, it rests on that. Am I? Nope. Nope. That's a no. 2 more logs. I know 2 more logs need to be positioned. I'm sorry, folks. that This is taking so long. I'm really sorry.
How long have we been in this game?
2.
32 minutes.
I haven't moved.
Meanwhile, I've come all the way from the top left corner, all the way down to the Unreachable City. I've swapped over things. I've gone to the fuel place, and then I've driven all the way up to the dock, and now I'm boating, and I'm almost at the middle bridge.
So you've almost done 35 kilometres.
Basically.
And I've done 3
Meters.
meters. Yeah.
Millimeters.
I think I will. Okay. This is terrible.
I just saw something called...
Where did it go? It was there a minute ago.
It fell to the side.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. I can see it. Probably better actually, because I can get a better grip on it.
This is what they do to like mass murderers to try and make them confess. They just make them watch Captain Prankster trying to load logs. And they just give up. They go, oh, I did it! I murdered them! I swear, just don't make me watch
You're
anymore.
putting me off,
Captain
man. Please do not mention the K700.
Yeah, that's the video they made them watch. There was back in season 2 when there was about 2 full episodes worth of Captain Prankster and the K700.
40 minutes. 40 minutes.
Oh, I had to sit there and read bloody Siberia Facts.
Read what?
Siberia Facts.
Oh no. I'd forgotten about Siberia Facts. Okay, now I've got to move. So I've got to unpush.
I still love that one about that hallucinogenic drug that the rich people took. And then the poor people drank their weed to try and get some of it.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do, isn't it?
Yeah. You can if you want.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. In we go.
Oops. Oh, are you finally driving?
Backwards.
Oh, you're still loading.
I'm still trying to get that last one. It's just been such a disaster. It's not true. 10 anchors, push anchors, crane, into neutral, and up. Can't even see the night. Oh, this is not going to be good. I can see that because I can't get down there, can I? I cannot physically get down to that point because my crane is in that point. Okay. Okay. I know what's going to happen here. I know what's going to happen. Push anchors, turn anchors. And I want select a winch source. And I want that one there. I'm going very gently, very gingerly get this thing moved.
Accidentally bumped out of cruise control. I don't know who I feel more sorry. Well, I don't know whose screen I'm going to focus on. Mine just plodding up and down this bloody river, or Prang's, who's mind-numbingly trying to load logs.
My mind is very numb. Turn anchors, push anchors, crane, and like that, and then I can no. I'm still not having fun with the. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. I can see. I'm still not having fun with the.
Okay. You need a left click.
Left click.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep. Now right click.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, that's great. That's great. Thank you. Exactly where I wanted to be.
Wonderful. I'm sort of interested in learning to make maps. I mean, not right at this very minute, but I feel like we're at the end of MudRunner's sort of. I mean, we've got SnowRunner coming in it. Although I imagine it'll be a similar format, I think I'd rather wait for SnowRunner and learn to make a map on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sure.
Cool.
Store. I've got load points.
Wonderful.
Everything's looking good. Come to advance. Get rid of the toe. And check on the map. I'm going. Yeah. Do you know, all this was just because I didn't want to try and go through the mud that
Yeah.
we normally take.
Which takes, what, about a minute?
Well, yeah, it takes a bit longer than that, but it certainly doesn't take as long as it's taken me
Yeah.
to go this
Well,
way.
you've learnt a lesson, haven't you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're now moving. All those people
Hooray.
that have gone, all the 2 viewers who have gone to sleep, wake up! Captain Prang
Wake
is
up,
moving.
viewers! Captain Prang's moving!
He's finished loading. At
Hooray!
last.
It's only taken him 40 minutes since I started up my game, which is probably take a couple of minutes off for us to do all the OBS and stuff, but anyway. Okay, I've grabbed some new logs. I decided, you know how for a while I was doing the whole, because the logs duplicate, I was doing sort of like a run just to try and make it feel a bit more legit. Basically, Dimitri did say on our video that he's designed it so that the logs duplicate so that you don't have to keep on going around and getting it. So I've decided that Dimitri has
What do you actually mean by that?
Well, if you look at my screen...
Guess
Look
what?
at my what?
I'm nearly out of fuel.
Oh my goodness. I can come and save you in a sec. Can you look at my screen for a sec?
Of course, I could go back to the original point where I had all these problems.
So the truck, actually it's just gone into the mist. But the truck up there, you pull up next to it, and you load up from it.
Yeah.
And you would normally expect for the log to appear in the boat and disappear from the truck, right? Except they don't. They're still in the truck. And so when I come back next time, I can just load them back up from the truck and back up from the truck. I don't have to go collect logs using that truck each time.
Okay.
So prior to now, I was trying to be super, realistic.
Yeah.
But because the creator Dimitri has given us, he's personally blessed us with his permission to not do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Sort of a trade-off for the fact that the boats aren't able to go faster.